Yo, what's going on? What's going on? It's Terrell, Hall of Fame, D-Line, TBKC, and all that sweet, beautiful, wonderful. Check it out. Had a good conversation about the XL. What are the plans for the XL? I won't talk or speak exactly to what the plans are with the XL at this moment, but I will tell you guys this. The XL will go through some changes. The XL, it's problems with the XL. For one, the problems with the XL dogs is the range is too wide. And what I mean by that is you have a 14 to 17 inch pocket, you have a 17 to 20 standard, and then the XL, I've seen them anywhere from 20 to 28 inches, literally 2 inches bigger than the distance between the pocket lowest and the standards highest. You know, that's two totally different dogs. You know, if it's because it's an XL, because it's a big dog, if we go 20 to 24 inches, that's more suitable. You know what I mean? That's more suitable. And if anybody wants to challenge us, when have you seen any XL get kicked out of the ring for being too tall? It has to be a height limit. Now, you know, you do have variation, and what you have is you have like dogs like the Hawk, which the Hawk would be considered a double XL. But in the American Bully world, there is no double XL class. So what's going on is that the American Bully XL is being very, very watered down. You can see the change in the look. Some of them are more terriers, some of them are super mastiff, some of them are giants, some of them look like, you know, big standard dogs. And with all of this going on, and with you mixing genetics like that, and with you even mixing the characteristics to get totally different types of dogs, which we know is being done, you know, certain very large kennels, it's well known that they are using, they've used South African Boerboel in their dogs. There's, you know, it's well known that some of them have used other dogs to get the Merle traits. And you know, I don't want to go into that. Last thing I need is somebody else bitching and crying. But y'all know what y'all did is y'all bringing the size up that much with the muscularity and everything, and they're doing DNA testing to catch you in that. You're definitely doing that, and this needs to be regulated. It needs to be changed. It needs to be stopped. The XL American Bully should be no taller than 24 inches. The XL American Bully doesn't have a weight limit now. Now, if you got a 24-inch dog and you make him 180 pounds and it looks good, you're a bad mother, shut your mouth, and that's just what it is. You know what I mean? But if you've got a 27-inch dog and he's nearly 200 pounds and, you know, all of the mastiff characteristics, and you've got the Merle in them, and you've got this in them, and you got that in them, that's too big. It's too much going on with this dog, and that dog needs to be separated from the other XL dogs. You know, our goals should be always to make the breeds better. The XL, you know, like I say, the biggest issue should be keeping the size correct and finding a happy medium between the more terrier XL and the more bully XL. You know, and there can be a happy medium. Of course, I agree with anything. If it's way too terrier, then it's not living up to the standard of the American Bully. If it's way too bulldog, too mastiff, then it's not living up to the standard of the American Bully. That's why we have to find a happy medium. And a lot of this consistency will start with just locking in a real size and starting the elimination process. You know what I mean? Another thing that needs to be done, of course, is DNA testing. We need to start getting those DNA tests on those dogs also, because it's obvious with their let's just call it lust for size. They're mixing in every mastiff breed possible. And I've talked about this with another particular kennel, is that when you mix dogs in that are normally sort of aggressive in nature, then you change the dynamic of what that dog is. If you change the dynamic of what that dog is, you could be sending a ticking time bomb home, because the description is totally different. And not only the description is totally different, but even the recipe of what made that dog is different from, say, a Boerboel. When you get your Boerboel, you know what it's supposed to be. You know it's not the type of dog you just walk up and pet. You know these things about it, but you also know that the Boerboel can be a very, very loyal dog to his family. Now, as you start to play with his genetics, you can throw off his temperament by mixing in other dogs, and it doesn't mean that, oh, that dog has great temperament, so it's going to make this dog's temperament better. Genetics don't work like that. Sometimes you have to do certain breedings with mixes to see what happens, you know, because human aggression can be elevated, human aggression can be, you know, decreased, human aggression, you know, I mean, the nervousness, so many characteristics can change with the dog. And this is why when breeds are made, generally they're not released to the public. If they're done the right way, they're kept amongst breeders and people who are cultivating the breed to see what's going on with these dogs. You don't want skittish dogs out there, especially not 175, 200 pounds skittish dog. So, you know, it's a good conversation to have whenever we get a chance to go live. Unfortunately, this week I haven't been able to get on like I want to, but I think that'll change. This is a serious discussion that we need to have about the XL, you know, dog, on how to get it back together. Because oftentimes when I talk, I'm always talking pocket and standard, but the XL has major problems too, and the XLs are the ones who literally have the most life-threatening situations, and I'm talking about towards human beings, because of the genes that they have. The XLs are generally a lot more aggressive, you know, for lack of a better term. And as we put everything out under the American Bully name now, we have to start sort of, you know, needling through this and finding the best way to go about putting them in their proper classes, stopping the continuous mixing into those classes, and start the process of weeding out bad genetics. You know, it's a process, but we'll talk about it. Maybe even today we'll get a chance to go live. I'm not making any promises anymore. Ton of stuff going on, but let's talk about that a little later. Until next time, much love, y'all. Peace.